Hi, welcome to a common lawn law painting video. So, you won't know this, but I'm going away very soon, and I thought to myself, I have quite a large backlog of Quar that I have not painted, that is built and sprayed. It's base coated, undercoated even, which includes one Fidwog tank, 6, make that 12, two sets of 6 Fidwog riflers, a FAD officer, 2 crew and a gun for Koftir, the support weapon, 2 officers of Koftir, 2 officers of the Crusade, 3 torpedo Splagen troops for the Crusade, and also 3 LMG gunners for the Crusade. So I figured, why don't I, before I go away, try and get as much done as I can. I've always been into watching challenge videos, and I figured that I might have got myself a hold of the new Emperor's Children Champions of Slaanesh box. So why not try and clear my Quar backlog before I go away so I can get back and just focus on spending some more time on those. Yeah, by the way, here's a test model that I painted from that set. It's a very cool set. So, can I do it? Let's find out. We will see. So, first of all, I wanted to paint one of the tractors from the FAD set. Well, I already painted one in the video, so I wanted to complete the other tractor. So, here's what I want it to look like. I was very happy with this, with some markings, some Fidwog symbols, just very nice. So I started off just doing an all-over red base coat, just corn red. You can check out the video if you want to learn the specific paints I used for this one. I just thought it's very nice, different to the Gwent one, and yeah, enjoyed how it turned out. So I kind of decided for myself that this was the first day I had to deal with things. This was in the evening. I was like, I'm going to get this tractor done no matter what. And then it puts me in pretty good stead for the rest of it. I'm pretty quick at painting Quar. I do highlights, but you know, I'm pretty tabletop ready. I'm very quick at painting them. So I figured I was very optimistic. I watched a lot of these challenge videos, like I said. So it's like, I was ready for it. I was excited. I was good to go. The spirits were high. So I did the lead belcher on the tracks as per before. Last time I painted this little footwell, the thing they step on to get into the tractor, red. And I wanted to give some like different features to this tractor, so I painted it black. And I glued on a little ammo box from a different set. Don't remember what set. I think it's just one that attaches to the backs of some dudes. And as you can see, I attached some Splagen torpedo, oh my goodness, pouches to the actual turret of the tractor, which you'll have seen in the previous clip. But I forgot to mention, rip me. So I painted that little box green, I believe Deathguard green. And then hit everything apart from the tracks with Agrax Earthshade as previous. The same as the earlier tractor. Again, go watch that. This is just an update on my day one. My day one was going really well. I was feeling really good about this. I was like, yes, I'm ready. I'm excited. Just standard hitting the highlights with that mix of corn red and not wild rider red, evil sun scarlet. Just hitting the rivets. I've done a number 2 on the back of this one because there was a number 1 on the back of the other. I was trying to find something to write in the Quar language. I ended up writing Holm, which is a bit of a weird one, but it's only because it was a short name. I guess I should have written FOD. That would be appropriate. But I just, yeah, a lot of the names are very long and Welsh sounding, so, and I'm pretty bad at freehanding. Doesn't show up too well on the final result anyway. So just gluing on the commander of this tractor, and also one of the Splagen torpedo bags that had fallen off, which I think it gives him some personality. He's a psychopath. He's just one big bomb ready to go off. If the tractor goes down, everyone goes down. And then on top of that, just the sponging of the gunmetal and the brown to give it some chipping damage. And then the AK wet ground just going around the entire tracks. pretty haphazardly, just wherever I want it, because it's a very muddy, trenchy battlefield that my Quar fight in. And the tracks go all the way around, so it makes sense that it's all over the whole thing. So this is the morning of day 2, and so here's the one I did in the video, like for the video the other week. So I'm pretty happy with this one. So this is the one I've just done last night, just letting the mud dry on the tracks, and yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it's gone. Like the dude on top is pretty. Can I focus it? It's a good question. I have a bit of a cold, as per always. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything to do with it. And I'm ready to get the rest of the FOD done. Exciting times. On with the day. Yeah, so this is some lovely iPhone video, but I figured that the majority of my things are the rest of the FOD set. So if I get these done today, as quickly as I can, it's a lot of the way. So it's basically just the 12 dudes and then the officer, like the other officer, because I did one for a video. So it's this guy and then 12 dudes. So I think I'll do 6 of them, and maybe the officer, and then the other 6. So yeah, good luck me. Oh, past law on how optimistic you were. So moving into day 2, I decided to do 6 at a time. I was like, oh, I can get through all of these, all of these 12, and then move on to something else. But I did them 6 at a time, so I just did followed the officer guide, just making the small adjustments for the head strap, the rain cover on their helmets, and their various little bits of, what is it called? Like their arm cups and stuff like that. They do go different colour to the officer. But yeah, you see here I just did the red, I did the brown, I chucked all the base layers down. I was still feeling pretty good, but it took me way longer than I expected. So this is a lovely iPhone video of day 3 technically. I just got home from work, but I thought I'd show what I did last night. So these are the ones already completed previously. And then basically with these guys, I just need to do the highlights on like the silver and the red, and then the skin and the basing, and they're done. So I'm hoping to do that tonight, is the 6 of these. And then I don't want to talk about the 6 I haven't started yet, but it's fine. So after that update, it was the highlights to go, which I got on with doing. I was feeling less confident. I knew that I wasn't going to get the remaining 6 done that day, and I'm very, very bad at procrastinating, so I'll just sit there on my phone watching things. It's more of an insight into how a normal person paints minis. So it's more of an experiment of how much could I do to a reasonable level that I liked. Because also, if anyone messages me saying, hey, do you want to play CS? Do you want to do this? Do you want to go out and do this? I'm saying yes every single time. So this was delayed a lot. I'll be ready for the night to just do as much as I could. I'll get a few colours down, and then it would be, oh no, I'm now playing Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege and hating every single moment of it. So at the end of day 3, technically, just put the base on this officer. So just got the base for him to do. I've done the skin on him, but then the others all highlighted up. You know how messy the mouse mat is. The others are all highlighted up and ready to be have the skin go on them, and then the base, which is bueno. Yeah, fun. Ignore these still. So feeling pretty happy with how that officer looked, I was then moving on to the skin of the other Quar, putting on some little freckles. None of these are child soldiers today, thank you. And yeah, just trying to get as much done as I could with these 6, trying to get them completed. And I did. Well, you'll see later, but I was pretty exhausted. I called it a day, and after base coating the remaining 6 with just the red, I decided, I don't want this video to just be the FOD that I've ended up completing, so I'm going to do something else. So I gave myself a nice little break and decided to paint the Koftir support gun, like the weird little gun on a tread, which is very exciting. It comes with these 2 crew members and the gun itself, which is, yeah, adorable. I love it. They're resin and from Wargames Atlantic. And I will talk a bit more about my royalist scheme because it's slightly more low effort than my FOD one, and also I haven't painted anything on the channel that's Koftir before. So I start off with a McCrag blue on all of the base fabric, like anything I want blue, basically. Then the weird little antenna thing sticking out of their backpack, and also their knee pads and straps, I do Abaddon black, or whatever the contrast one is if I have that to hand, because it flows easier. And then the backpack itself, I do a dark brown, so like your Dryad barks, your Rhinox hides. I do that on that, and also the feet, the booties. And then I paint the straps, so any of the ones across the chest, like across the sleeping bag, the chin strap under the helmet. I paint that with Mournfang Brown. Exciting. And then I hit any metal details across the dudes and the turret with Leadbelcher. Obviously this is a lot of the turret, like the tracks, the gun itself. It's really only the helmets on the crew because they don't actually have any weapons. I think in game they might have a rifle, but I think they have to operate the turret. I love this little guy. He's so cute. The roll mat, the cuffs, the little neck thing, and the trousers on these guys I hit with Skeleton Horde contrast paint. So just making sure to tidy up the grey city undercoat beforehand, which everything is sprayed with. Then that is a one and done very much. It is beautiful. I love Skeleton Horde. Then it's about my usual sin covering, just drench everything in Agrax before highlighting it, just to, cover up all of my horrible, horrible mistakes. At this point, my mental was pretty good again, because I just figured that if I just get all of the FOD stuff done, so I just have a full force of those 2 squads ready to go, and also this 1 support unit for the royalists, then I don't have that many guys left to do at a separate time. Won't take very long. And I'm back into this the swing of painting stuff that isn't FOD. So I just decided that is what I need to do by the next weekend. So I had a full week to just do as much as I could, any evenings where I wasn't distracted. So at this point, I skipped recording a few steps, so I'll tell them to you verbally while I try and paint this Koftir symbol onto this turret, which is a nightmare. The Crusader symbol or the FOD symbol is so much easier for me. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's just easier to paint. So I highlighted up the uniforms, like the blue uniforms, with some like thinned Calidor sky, which, yeah, looks pretty good. Hit the buttons with some Retributor gold, and the silver with the usual highlight of just some lighter silver. Just whichever takes your fancy. Stormhost Silver is probably the one I chose. It definitely was. I don't know why I'm saying probably. And then I hit the skin with whatever I wanted. Just some nice flashy colours. And then, yeah, with this one, I attempted to sketch out the symbol in grey. And it went okay. It went fine. I sketched out in grey, trying to do a yellow dot in the middle. In this footage, it's not very successful. I think I clean it up slightly more afterwards. Then I fill in the bottom of it with Cybright Green, leave the top half grey, and I put a little number 1 on it as well, just to denote which one it is in my force, despite the fact that I only have 1. So I based all of those, and by this point it was Friday night, and I wanted to get things done by Saturday, ideally. So I worked on getting the base colours down onto the remaining 6 FOD, and between that time and Saturday midday, I completed the remaining 6 FOD, which you don't need to see, because I was too lazy to record it, but you just got to trust me. It'll be in the update. You'll see them, kind of. So yeah. Okay, so iPhone camera update. My allergies are really bad, so apologies. But this is the last day I've given myself to complete as much as I can. So we're pretty much there. So completed our 2 officers, the gun and its crew, the Koftir gun, 2 tanks, one of which was already done, that one. 6 Fidwog blokes, 6 more Fidwog blokes. The bases are just drying now, and then I have to do the base rims and probably fill up some more of the what's it called, the wet ground texture paste onto it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what we've managed to do. Even if that royalist logo is rubbish, but it's a difficult thing to paint. So yeah, good. So while some lovely background footage plays of some of the completed models, well, first of all, thanks for watching if you've got this far. Second, yeah, it's just kind of an insight into how much I can reasonably do in a week while I'm working Monday to Friday, and I'm also procrastinating and being like distracted by everything. So there was like 1 or 2 days where I did like 3 hours, but for the most part, just a normal amount of time. Because I feel like I enjoy watching the videos, but with these challenges from certain YouTubers, it's it'd be very overwhelming to do yourself. Like 24 hours to complete the whole box. Like they look great and they're very talented, and the videos are very entertaining, but not something I could do. So more of a realistic insight, especially since Quar are very easy to complete as well. Like, so yeah. Either way, I'm away. This will not come into effect because maybe you're watching this way in the future. But I'm away for the next few weeks. Maybe I'm away now if this has been scheduled to release later on. But thanks for watching. Have a good one, and goodbye.